The 18th of January, Rabbi Levitt, Nefesh Hachaim.
Hey, Baruch Hashem, we're ready to go.
Lou, how are you doing?
Baruch Hashem, doing pretty well. Had some internet
Good.
problems this morning, but nothing serious.
So I'm getting better. I'm walking around. Um, have to do some exercise, and I walk around the dining room table uh, to do that. And my leg is had some sores on it. They weren't sure if I should go home. They said okay, and it's the doctors are really great, and my family is really good. And that's about it. People are good.
You sound very
Yes.
good.
Yeah, thank you. I
Baruch
spoke to
Hashem. Yeah, right. Absolutely.
I spoke to David Brofman.
Next problem. Do you know where we are?
Okay, Roy wants to learn.
Oh,
I have a bookmark that says we're at the Sanhedrin.
Yes, more in Sanhedrin. Actually, you want to open up? You have a Sanhedrin handy. We're gonna look at the Mishnah on Mem Vav Amud Aleph. That's where the Nefesh Hachaim refers us.
I'm painting the room that my sparring are in, so I don't have access to them today.
Oh, okay. So here's what it says in the Mishnah. The Mishnah says, after after they hang first they do the skila, and then they do the tliya, and then the Mishnah says, but matirino so miad, they release him right away without delay. And if they don't do that, over olav belosa say, they are in violation of a negative commandment of the Torah. Shenemar, because the pasuk says, this is the pasuk in Devorim, Chaf Aleph, Chaf Gimel, Lo tolin nivlosoy ala eitz. Do not allow his body to spend the night on the tree. Ki kavod tikbarenu. You should bury the mace very with alacrity. And then the Mishnah says these words that the Nefesh Hachaim quotes: Ki killas elokim tolui. This is all from the pasuk, actually. That's what it says in the pasuk. Velotitame es admoscha, and do not make impure your land. Asher Hashem Elokecha nosein lecha, that Hashem has given to you. Nachala, He's given it to you for an everlasting inheritance. That's what it says in the pasuk. I just wanted to take a look in this pasuk in the Chumash. Of Aleph Chaf Gimel. Yeah, so Rashi over here on the pasuk where it says Kilus Elokim Tolui. What does it mean? The Kilus Elokim is Tolui. Rashi explains why the pasuk uses such a strong lashon. Zilzuloi shel melechu. It is a denigration of the king. That here is what is the denigration exactly? Says Rashi, Adam asui b'demus diuknoi. Roy, you have the pasuk there?
No, I'm looking at the body should not remain. I've got here, it's a,
You have the Gemara? You're looking in the Gemara?
no, I'm listening to you.
Okay, so I'll just read you what Rashi says over here on this phrase in the pasuk. A truth to be told, we'll see. We'll see if Rashi gives us some hint as to exactly what is the translation of these words. Kikilulas Elokim Talui. But in the meantime, Rashi's got a whole pshetel over here that he says, Zilzulu Shomelechu, it's a denigration of the king, Sha'adam Asoi B'demus Diyukno, because a person is made, created, formed in the form Demus Diyukno, in the likeness of Hashem. Yisrael Hem Bonov. And Yisrael, which is a step above an ordinary Adam, they are Bonov. They are his children. So it would. So it's even more of a disgrace that not just a person is hanging over there like that, but a Jew. It's an even greater disgrace. And then he brings the mashal l'shnei achim. This can be compared to two brothers, to umim. They look alike, exactly alike. They're twins. Shehayu domim zelazeh. Echad nasasar, one becomes a great prince, prestigious. I think the language of the Gemara actually is melech, a king. The echad nitfas lilistios, and the other brother is been arrested for armed robbery. Venitla, and he is hanged. Kol haroa oso. What's the proper English grammar over there? He's hanged or he's hung?
Hung.
He's hung?
Yeah.
Okay. Kol haroa oso. So everybody who sees him, Omer Hasar Talui, the great prince, the king, he's hanging. And then Rashi defines the word klala over here. Kol klala shebemikra. Anytime you see the word klala in the psukim, lashon hakel v'zilzul, it denotes a expression of making light of something or denigration of something. So it doesn't necessarily mean a curse. A curse, of course, is a denigration of the one that the person is cursing. But it could this language of klala could be doesn't have to be a curse. And over here, it doesn't make sense in the pasuk at all to say that that's what it means. It doesn't mean that Chas v'Shalom Hashem is cursed over here because this person is hanging. It means that that there's a denigration of Hashem. There's a zilzul of Hashem because of the fact that a Jew is hanging on this tree here. Because a Jew is so closely identified with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Okay. Okay, so we pick up in the Nefesh Hahaim, and then he brings another source that's saying the same thing. He wants to bring all the sources that he can to show you this not just one isolated incidents in Chazal. That Chazal draw this comparison between a man and especially a Jew and Hashem, but it's all over the rabbinic sayings and writings. Ubishmos Rabba, Maki Ish Umeis, Mashal Adam Shekapeach Ikunon Shal Melech. Amar Melech Lo Karasa. Okay, we're not going to look that up. It's another source from a different pasuk that also draws the same comparison that a person is ukinun shel melech. Shekol mishu nogeya biikunoin shali hu avad. Kach im horag adam nefesh. So it is with a person who kills another person. Ki'ilu hu ma'avir ikunon shel melech. It's though he's removed and taken away the likeness of the king. Rotzeloymar zeh shesiyem b'sifei dekra. Hatam al zeh ki betzelem elokim asa esa adam. Why is this? What's the basis of this that we say that the close association of a person with Hashem, because Hashem made the person b'tzelem elokim. And we said before, what does it mean that the person is made b'tzelem elokim? It means that just like Hashem has the power and the ability to have great influence and control on what happens in the world, so too a man and really a Jew has great power to control and influence what happens in the world through his observance of Torah and mitzvahs. And so that, with that, we've given a further elucidation of the question that was the question that we asked originally in the beginning of this parak. Amnam lahavin ikroi shel inyan hatosefes b'riboy bracha b'holamos al yedei ma'isa adam u'mahus ha'inyan sarach olamos lazeh. In other words, how is it that the olamos have a need for they're dependent upon their sustenance, and their maintenance is dependent upon the actions of man. And when I say man, I'm talking about Yisrael, such that when we say a bracha, so that bracha is like all mitzvahs that we do, a bracha, a tefillah, we say the word baruch. It refers to the essence of what the actions of man do in the world. It creates a riboy and a tosefes of Hashem's blessing in the world, and that in fact is what the word baruch signifies when we use that word in blessings, in prayer. So it all comes back to the fact that Hashem made man b'tselem Elokim. And this should be Rav Barkley says this should be a great inspiration and an awakening for us to realize how important our actions are, and we should never think that I'm just a little insignificant a person, and what's the difference whether I do like this or whether I do like that? What mark am I making? What defect am I having? I'm not important. Chas v'shalom. This is exactly what the Nefesh Hahaim is coming to tell us, the exact opposite of all of that. To tell us even any simple Jew has infinitely more power in influencing and affecting what happens in the world than the most powerful, the most rich, the strongest goy in the entire world. A Jew has much incomparably more influence and effects than such a person. And so therefore that's the mussar is that we should be very, very very, very careful with how we do our mitzvahs. Okay. Perek Vav. And a round of applause for Perek Hey. Baruch Hashem, we finished Perek Hey. Okay, we go to Roy to continue the reading. Start off Perek Hey, Perek Vav, please.
The title that Sefer gives to Perek Vav is "Food and Drink are to body, as Torah, mitzvahs, and prayer are to the world, are to worlds."
Okay.
וכמו שעניין חיבור וקיום נשמת האדם בגופו הוא על ידי אכילה ושתייה ובלעתם טיפורד וסיסטלית מהגוף. Just as food and drink are required to maintain man's soul within his body, כן חיבור עצמוסו יסברך אל העולמות שהן סוד האדם הגדול, כדי להעמידם ולקיימם ולא תגאל shah, of song, and without them, without food and drink, the soul will be separated and removed from the body.
So how did Moshe Rabbeinu go up to Shemayim and stay with Hashem for 40 days and 40 nights? He says, Lechem lo achalti u'mayim lo shesisi. Didn't have any bread, didn't have any water. 40 days, 40 nights. How's it possible?
I would imagine that he didn't need anything at all. He just had that one job to do with Hashem, and that was his whole being. He didn't need anything else. And Hashem saw to it that he just operated without the normal things that a person has. Didn't need them.
But if he didn't have any achila, didn't have any shasiyah, so how did his neshama remain connected to the goof?
Well, maybe for that time the neshama didn't and returned to it, or Hashem made a miracle and allowed his body and neshama to operate without needing sustenance.
Okay. They say it was miraculous. All right.
All right, so without them, the soul will be separated and removed from the body. Anyway, I think we're talking about here about normal people, the ordinary person. We're not talking about people who are closer to God than any of us will ever be. So is it Cain Hibur? If I said that. Similarly, Atzmoso, Yisbarach, El Hatamos, Shahain, Sod, Adam, Hagadol. Similarly, it's with the connection of God's essence to the worlds, which is a secret of the great man.
Adam Hagadol. Oh, don't know what that means. Okay. Kabbalistic term.
The reference is Tanis 3b, quoting Zechariah 2:10. Today, La Hamidam, Olakimam, Below, Tigal, Nefesh, Hasom. That in order that that Hashem established and maintained the worlds without Hashem's soul being repulsed by them. Gozara, Retono, Yisparach, Shehei, Tului, Asik, Torah, Maaseh, HaMitzvos, V'Gadoth, Hatavila, Shel Am, Shukula. So that in order to establish and maintain the worlds without his soul being repulsed by them, he decreed that this connection be contingent on the Torah involvement, mitzvah performance, and the service of prayer of the Jewish people.
What's dependent upon the the mitzvahs of Klal Yisrael?
The connection be contingent on the Torah involvement. So the connection between the soul and the body, and the soul and Hashem's relation to the worlds, and without his soul being, without Hashem's soul being repulsed by the worlds, I think it means. So that
Chibur atzmuso yisborach el olamos. Hashem's chibur, just Hashem's chibur to the olamos, in order to be mamid ulakayim, to sustain them and maintain them, keep them going. Below sigal nafsho osam. So the continued maintenance and existence, really, and continuity of the world is dependent upon the Torah and mitzvahs of Klal Yisrael.
And without them, Hashem would remove his essence from them, and the worlds would instantly return to the pre-creation state of nothing and ayin.
Ubiltom hayahu yisborach mesalik atzmuso yisborach mehem ukarega hayu chozrim kulam leefes va'ayin. Right.
So, in other words, I think it means what we all know, that if Torah is not learned, is not being involved with man at all, at any one instant, that's it. We'd be destroyed. We need Torah learning 25 hours in a 24-hour day.
Right. Okay. He's still in the middle of this sentence over here. He still didn't finish it. Oh, Mayor's coming in.
Are we in? It's Alan.
Better late than never.
What chapter are we in? It's Alan. The chapter.
Chapter 6.
Chapter 6. Okay.
Gate 2. Gate 2, chapter 6.
Okay.
Good morning, Mayor.
Good morning. Sorry I'm late, but had a lot of problems this morning.
Boy,
Oh,
Gate 2, chapter 6.
wow, look at all the mitzvahs that you piled up, handling that difficult situation with Emunah and Bitochen.
Thank you.
You made your whole day worthwhile.
Yep, I hope so. That'd be very nice.
That's what we're here for. Okay. Okay, so we finished Perek Hey, and we started Perek Vav.
Okay, very
And
good.
we're now let's see, looks like about 6 lines into Perek Vav, and right now he's quoting the Chazal in the Gemara in Tanis, Gimel Lamed Beis. Okay, so maybe we'll pass over the baton to somebody else to read now. Thank you, Roy. And we pass it on to Mayor.
Okay, so let's see. It says, "V'lachein amru rabotenu zikronam livracha," as he said in Ta'anis, "Ma diktiv," what is written, I guess. Let's see. From Zechariah, Ki ke'arba ruchot hashamayim peirashti etchem.
Hmm.
So what's that? That's like Arba is the locust.
Arba Ruchos, the four, from the four north, south, east, west.
No directions.
I've
Uh,
got here
Yeah,
four
Ruch over
winds.
here means direction.
I've got here 4 winds of the heavens.
Oh, okay.
The word winds is italics. In italics. Because what? The word winds doesn't appear in the sentence, does it?
Yeah, it says Ruchos.
Oh, okay. So the 4 winds of the heavens.
Okay. Parasti eschem. I have spread out opposite you, or parasti eschem. I've spread you out.
Like the 4 winds of the heavens.
Okay, so what does that mean? So we're gonna darshan over here.
Okay.
So that's what it says in Zechariah, and here's the drush of Chazal on that pasuk. Kishem.
Kashem she'i efshar liolam below ruchot, kach i efshar liolam below Yisrael.
So this is a kashem kach sentence over here, statement. Kashem, just like we all know, she'i efshar leolam below ruchos. It's not possible to have an olam without ruchos. Ruchos are indispensable. Kach i efshar leolam below Yisrael. So too, it's equally indispensable to the world to have Yisrael. There can't be an olam. There can't be a world without Israel.
Excuse me, where are we now? 546b.
We're in Perek Vav. What page number is that? You have a book, Alan?
No, I have it on a computer. I have 46b right now.
You got to go to Gate 2, Chapter 6.
Right, see if I can find it.
If you get there to chapter 2, gate 6 at the beginning, then it's not too far from there. It's a couple of paragraphs down. I thought you had this safer, Alan.
Okay. All right. You got 3 minutes left. Uhusha Amru. Continue, please, Mayor, from where you left off. Uhusha Amru.
V'hu kashamru v'yikra rabbah sof parashat dalid. Barchi nafshi et Hashem v'gomer. Let's see. V'chi mara'a David lihiyot mekales b'nafsho lehakadosh baruch hu.
Oh. Very good. So David HaMelech praises Hashem in Borchi Nafshi, right? Borchi Nafshi es Hashem. So that's what the question over here is in the Medrash in Vayikra Rabbah. V'chima ra David. What did David see? Lios mikales benafsho lakadosh baruch hu. To be makales, to give praise to Hashem benafsho, with his nefesh. He's using his nefesh to praise Hashem. Borchi nafshi es Hashem. So the Gemara, the Medrash wants to know, what's it got to do with his nefesh?
Okay. Well, let's see. Like these have been now show like these. Okay. Elamor hanefesh chazo ule hanefesh hazot eina ochelet baguf. Let me finish the quote. V'kadosh baruch hu ein lefanav achila.
Okay, so he cut off the medrash with the v'chule, and then he continued, I guess, later on in the medrash with the words that he does tell us. Hanefesh azos, this nefesh, anyone's nefesh, eino ocheles baguf. It doesn't spend its time in the goof eating corned beef sandwiches. Kadosh Baruch Hu ein lefanav achila, and that is very much like Hashem. There is no achila before Hashem. Hashem doesn't need to have anything to eat.
All right. Okay.
So that's the so in other words, the nefesh, where the Medrash is pointing out that, like we said previously, when we brought this medrash with the 5 borchi nafshis, there was the Gemara says there's 5 borchi nafshis, and we made all sorts of comparisons between Hashem and the neshama. So too over here, this is one of these comparisons that he wants to focus on right now. That there's no achila by the nefesh, and also that has a common denominator with Hashem. There's no achila either.
Okay, let's just to finish up quickly. V'chein amru b'signon zeh b'midrash Tehillim mizmor kuf gimel u'ma hanefesh eina ochelet ve'eina shota kach hakadosh baruch hu eino ochel ve'eino shota. Oh, that's what you were just saying, basically.
Yeah, right. We're getting the hang of how the Nefesh Hahaim writes his sefer. It's not good enough for him to just give us one source for what he's saying. He wants to give us another source for what he's saying, and another one, and another one, and another one. He wants us to realize that there's no doubt about what he's saying over here. Okay, very good. So that'll wrap it up for today. And Be'ez Hashem, tomorrow is Erev Shabbos. So we wish Meir a wonderful Shabbos.
Oh, yes. Have a good Shabbos, everybody.
And we appreciate you making the effort to come to learn with us, even though it was not so long. It shows you how much you value even 10 minutes of learning.
Well, I enjoy it very much, and I get a lot out of it, so it's worthwhile. But I was going through a lot of Israeli bureaucracy today, I think.
Oh, wow. Well, that certainly is Kaporas Avonos.
Right.
Just imagine the great Kaporas Avonos there is in that.
Okay.
Okay, all the best.
Everyone be well. Thank you so much.
Be well. Shkoya.
Good Shabbos, man.
Good Shabbos, Roy.
Alan, see you soon for the Gemara. Okay? Alan, see you soon for the Gemara.
We, Baba Kama,
Yeah, yeah.
what page, what page are we on?
I don't know. I'll tell you, and then I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee.
I have 117B3 right now.
Hang on, hang on, hang on. Oh, these Sephirim are so heavy. So we're on 118A, 2. 118A, and on the second, in the art scroll Gemara, we're on the second bit, 118A, 2. And I think we're going to do the Mishnah that's there. We're doing the Mishnah. We did the Mishnah, we're going to do the Gemara. Have you got it?
118A1. The Mishnah or the Gemara?
Sorry, what did you say?
The Mishnah, the Mishnah, Gemara, page 118A, 1.
118A, 2. 2, not
A2,
one.
okay.
Have you got it there?
Mishnah,
If
the
one,
more dispute,
hmm? Have you got it there? What have you got?
a more dispute, is that in the Gemara?
No, I've got. The Gemara cites an Amoraic dispute. Is that it? It was stated, if one person says to another, "You owe me a money." You got that?
Person says to another, you owe me a mana. Right, I
Right.
have it.
Yeah,
For law, Omer ani yodea.
that's it. That's it. That's where we
And
are.
this one other says, I do not know.
That's it. Okay, I'll see
Okay,
you soon.
got it.
See you soon.
Coming.
Oh,
Very stretchy.
Okay, thank you.
Nice.
Try it. You have to try it now. That kind of weird. I'll wash it before you wear it though.